Good day, young business enthusiasts. I'm your guide, Ma'am Cash, as we unravel the secrets of business math. As young entrepreneurs and business people, we need to thoroughly understand how to convert numbers into fractions, decimals, and percent. Math is an important part of managing business. Get to know some commonly used fractions and their decimal equivalents to help you with your business tasks. In this lesson, our goal is to recall the basic concepts of fractions, decimals, and percentages. Give example in converting fraction to decimal and percent. Decimal to fraction and percent to fraction and decimal forms. Convert fraction to its decimal in percentage equivalent, decimals to fractions and percent forms, percent to fractions and decimal forms. Let's formally start our journey. How much do you already know? We have these questions that will help you think about the lesson you are about to learn. Listen and analyze each question carefully. Bring out your pen and paper and let's get started.
What is the present form of 7 over 25? A. 0.028%. B. 0.0028%. C. 0.28%. D. 28%. The correct answer is D. 28%. Number 2. Which statement is true? A. 12% is equal to 1.20 is equal to 12 over 100. B. 12% is equal to 0.12 is equal to 12 over 100. C. 12% is equal to 0.12 is equal to 1 over 12. D. 12% is equal to 1.20 is equal to 1 over 12. The correct answer is B. 12% is equal to 0.12 is equal to 12 over 100. Which statement is false? A. 4% is equal to 0.04. B. 0.04% is equal to 0.0004. C. 400% is equal to 4. D. 0.4% is equal to 400. The correct answer is D. 0.4% is equal to 400. Number 4. What is the equivalent of 125% in fraction? A. 1 and 1/4. B. 125 over 10. C. 1/4. D. 125 over 1. The correct answer is A, 1 and 1/4. Number 5. When we convert 15/4 in decimal form, we get A, 37.5, B, 375, C, 3.75, D, 0.375. The correct answer is C, 3.75.
I hope everyone did well in your pretest. Good job! If you did not get the correct answer, don't worry. We will deepen your understanding as we go along in this episode. In Puerto Princesa, there is a well-known coffee shop. One evening, Cookie decided to have a sip of coffee before heading home. She dropped by the said coffee shop and ordered coffee, giving the waiter an instruction which is, it should only be 3/4 cup filled. The waiter then did as instructed. Do you think the 3 cups have equal amount of coffee? In order to answer the question about the 3 cups of coffee, let us unravel the basic concepts of conversion. Let us start with the review on the concepts of fractions and percent.
Concepts of fractions. In changing improper fractions to mixed numbers, let us understand this rule. Divide the numerator by the denominator and write as fraction. Examples: 31/13 is equal to 2 and 5/13. That is, 31 divided by 13 is equal to 2 with a remainder of 5, which will become our numerator, divided by 13, which is our denominator. 12/5 is equal to 2 and 2/5. That means 12 divided by 5 is equal to 2 with a remainder of 2, which will become our numerator, over 5, which is our denominator. 78/15 is equal to 5 and 1/5. That means 78/15 is equal to 5 with a remainder of 1/5. In changing mixed numbers to improper fractions, the rule is multiply the denominator with the whole number and add the product to the numerator. Write the sum over the same denominator. Here are some examples. 7/3 is equal to 59/8. That means 8 times 7 plus 3 is equal to 59/8, which is our denominator. 32 and 1/5 is equal to 161/5. That means 5 times 32 plus 1 is equal to 161/5, which is our denominator. 19 and 3/4 is equal to 79/4. That means 4 times 19 plus 3 is equal to 79/4. In reducing fraction to lowest terms, let us consider this rule. Divide the numerator by the denominator of the given fraction by their GCF or their greatest common factor. Take note that GCF is the greatest number which can be divided to both the numerator and the denominator. Let's consider these examples. 15/75 is equal to 1/5. The GCF is 15. But how did we get 1/5? We just divided both the numerator and the denominator by its GCF. So we have 15 divided by 15 is equal to 1. 75 divided by 15 is equal to 5. 21 over 39 is equal to 7 over 13. The GCF is 3. So we divided 21 divided by 3 is equal to 7. 39 divided by 3 is equal to 13. 220 over 365 is equal to 44 over 73. The GCF is 5. We just divided 220 divided by 5 is equal to 44. 365 divided by 5 is equal to 73. Let us now study the concept of percent. Let us read. 15% means 15 over 100 or 0.15 or 15 parts out of 100 parts. 4.5% means 4.5 over 100 or 0.045 or 4.5 parts out of 100 parts. Let us now venture the world of conversion, starting with converting fractions to decimal. Let's have this example. Convert 1/2 to decimal. Step 1. We multiply 2, which is our denominator, by 50 to get 100. Take note that our goal is to make our denominator 100. Step 2. Multiply the numerator by 50. Since we multiplied our denominator by 50, we will also multiply our numerator by 50. So we get 1/2 times 50 over 50 is equal to 50 over 100. Step 3. Write down the numerator only. Then move the decimal point 2 places to the left, since 100 has 2 zeros. So we have 50 will become 0.50. How did this happen? We moved the decimal point 2 places to the left. So we get the final answer as 0.50. Let's try another example. Convert 14 over 25 to decimal. Step 1. We can multiply 25 by 4 to get 100. Step 2. Multiply the numerator by 4. Since we multiplied our denominator by 4, we will also multiply our numerator by 4. So we get 14 over 25 times 4 over 4 is equal to 56 over 100. Step 3. Write down the numerator only. Then move the decimal point 2 places to the left since 100 has 2 zeros. We have 56. Moving the decimal point 2 places to the left, we get 0.56. So our final answer is 0.56. Next, let us study the rules of converting fraction to percent. Here are the rules. Number 1. Convert the fraction to its decimal equivalent by dividing the numerator by the denominator. Number 2. Move the decimal point 2 places to the right. That is equivalent to multiplying by 100. Number 3. Affix the percent sign. So in order for you to fully understand the rules, here are some examples. 3 over 10 is equal to 0.30. That is 3 divided by 10 is equal to 0.30. Getting 0.30, we move the decimal point 2 places to the right to give us 30%. So 3 over 10 is equal to 30%. 14 over 50 is equal to 0.28. That is, 14 divided by 50 is equal to 0.28. Copying 0.28 and then moving the decimal point 2 places to the right will give us 28%. So 14 over 50 is equal to 28%. 54 over 1,800 is equal to 0.03. That is, 54 divided by 1,800 is equal to 0.03. Copying 0.03 and moving the decimal point 2 places to the right will give us 3%. So that means 54 over 1,800 is equal to 3%. Lesson number 2. Now, let us learn the basics of expressing decimals to fraction and percent forms. To convert decimal to fraction, write down the decimal number divided by 1. Number 2. Multiply both top and bottom by 10 for every number after the decimal point. For example, if there are 2 numbers after the decimal point, then multiply by 100. If there are 3 numbers after the decimal point, multiply by 1,000, and so on. Step 3. Simplify or reduce the fraction to its lowest term. Let's have this example. Convert 0.75 to a fraction. Step 1. Write down 0.75 divided by 1. Step 2. Multiply both top and bottom by 100. Because 0.75 have 2 digits after the decimal point, so we multiply 10 times 10 is equal to 100. Let's take a look at the number below. Look at the numerator. 0.75 times 100 is equal to 75. 1 times 100 is equal to 100 for the denominator. Step 3. Simplify the fraction by dividing the numerator and denominator with their GCF. For this example, their GCF is 25. So we have 75 divided by 25 is equal to 3. 100 divided by 25 is equal to 4. So the final answer is 3/4. Let's convert 2.35 to a fraction. Step 1. Let's put aside 2 and work on 0.35 only. So we have 0.35 over 1. Step 2. Multiply both numerator and denominator by 100 because there are 2 digits after the decimal point. So we have 0.35 times 100 is equal to 35. 1 times 100 is equal to 100. Step 3. Simplify the fraction. Since our GCF is 5, we divide both numerator and denominator by 5. We have 35 divided by 5 is equal to 7. 100 divided by 5 is equal to 20. We bring back the 2 from the given 2.35, so the final answer is 2 and 7 over 20. Converting decimal to percent. To convert decimal to percent, we multiply the decimal number by 100 and attach the percent sign. Example, convert 0.139 to percent. 0.139 times 100 is equal to 13.9%. Convert 23.75 to percent. We have 23.75 times 100 is equal to 2,375, and then we attach the percent sign. There is an easy way to convert decimal to percent. This is To move the decimal point 2 places to the right, then attach to the percent sign. Example, convert 0.139 to percent. 0.139, moving the decimal point 2 places to the right, will give us 13.9%. Lesson number 3. Expressing percent to fraction and decimal forms. Converting percent to decimal. To convert percent to decimal, we divide the number by 100 and remove the percent sign. For example, convert 42% to decimal. We have 42 divided by 100 is equal to 0.42. Convert 125% to decimal. We have 125 divided by 100 will give us 1.25. The easier way to convert percent to decimal is to move the decimal point 2 places to the left and drop the percent sign. Example, convert 42% to decimal. We copy 42, drop the percent sign, and move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So we get 0.42. Next, let's convert 125% to decimal. We copy 125, move the decimal point 2 places to the left, and we get 1.25. To convert percent to fraction, first convert the percent to decimal, that is, dividing it by 100, then use the steps for converting decimals to fractions. Example number 1. Convert 80% to fraction. Step 1. Convert 80% to decimal. So we have 80 divided by 100 is 0.8. Step 2. Write down the decimal over 1. So we have 0.8 over 1. Step 3. Multiply numerator and denominator by 10 for every number after the decimal point. 10 for one number, 100 for two numbers, and so on. So we have 0.8 times 10 over 1 times 10. This makes a corrected fraction 8 over 10. Simplifying the fraction to its lowest term, we have 4 over 5. Let us have another example. Convert 125% to fraction. Copy 125, drop the percent sign and divide it by 100. Now, let us simplify the fraction to its lowest term by dividing the numerator and denominator with their GCF, which is 25. So 125 divided by 25 will give us 5, and 100 divided by 25 will give us 4. We now have 5/4 as the new answer. But we are not done yet. We have to convert the improper fraction to mixed fraction. So we get 5/4 is equal to 1 and 1/4. Let us now put our learning into practice. Once again, get your activity notebooks and let's start answering the following activities. Change the following improper fractions to its mixed number equivalent. Number 1. 86 over 25 is equal to blank. Number 2. 230 over 56 is equal to blank. Number 3. 39 over 12 is equal to blank. For numbers 4 to 6, Change the following mixed fractions to improper fractions. Number 4. 2 and 1 over 7 is equal to blank. Number 5. 7 and 3/8 is equal to blank. Number 6. 12 and 5 over 9 is equal to blank. For numbers 7 to 9, reduce the following improper fractions to its lowest term. Number 7. 25 over 75 is equal to blank. Number 8. 35 over 85 is equal to blank. Number 9. 30 over 90 is equal to blank. To help you practice more and have a good grasp of the basics of conversion, let us have more activities. Direction. Supply the required form of the number. Number 1. Convert 5/4 to A, its decimal equivalent. B, to percent. Number 2. Convert 65% to C, fraction. D, decimal. Number 3. Convert 0.08 to E, fraction. F, percent. Since we are done with learning the basics of conversion, and we are now equipped with the different rules, let us proceed in synthesizing our lesson. Direction. Complete the sentences by choosing your answers on the left side of the slide as provided. Write your answers in your notebooks. Here are the words to choose from. Denominator, right, fraction, left, decimal, percent, percentum, numerator, decimal point, percent sign. Number 1. To convert decimal to fraction, the first step is to write down the blank divided by 1. Number 2. The blank is read as end. Number 3. The word percent is derived from the Latin word blank. Number 4. To convert fraction to its decimal equivalent, we divide the blank by the denominator. Number 5. The easiest way to convert decimal to its percent equivalent is to move the decimal point 2 places to the blank, then attach the percent sign.
Young entrepreneurs, I believe you are now familiar of the different conversion techniques. As a proof, let us answer the following questions and find out if you are ready to embark to a new lesson involving all the knowledge you have learned. Directions. Listen and understand each question carefully. Write the letter of the correct answer on your notebook.
Number 1. Which is the fraction form of 0.23? A. 1 over 23. B. 23 over 10. C. 23 over 100. D. 23 over 1. Number 2. What is the decimal equivalent for 4/5? A. 0.08. B. 0.8. C. 0.45. D. 4.5. Number 3. A percent is always out of blank. A. 10,000. B. 1,000. C. 100. D. 10. Number 4. Which is the equivalent fraction for 38%? A. 38 over 1. B. 3.8 over 100. C. 19 over 50. B. 19 over 500. Number 5. What is the percent equivalent for 16.7? A. 16.7%. B. 0.167%. C. 167%. D. 1,670%. Number 6. What is the percent form of 7 over 25? A. 0.028%. B. 0.0028%. C. 0.28%. D. 28%. Number 7. Which statement is true? A. 12% is equal to 1.20 is equal to 12 over 100. B. 12% is equal to 0.12 is equal to 12 over 100. C. 12% is equal to 0.12 is equal to 1 over 12. D. 12% is equal to 1.20 is equal to 1 over 12. Number 8. Which statement is false? A. 4% is equal to 0.04. B. 0.04% is equal to 0.0004. C. 400% is equal to 4. D. 0.4% is equal to 0.4. Number 9. What is the equivalent of 124% in fraction? A. 1 1/4. B. 125 over 10. C. 1/4. D. 125 over 1. Number 10. When we convert 15 over 4 in decimal form, we get blank. A. 37.5. B. 375. C. 3.75. D. 0.375.
Congratulations! You were able to finish the tasks in our lesson. It's time to check all your answers in our day's tasks. Once again, I am Ma'am Cash, your academic guide. See you in the next episode for another fun-filled adventure in the world of business math here in Puerto Princesa Dream TV.